What's up, y'all? It's your boy ClarenceNyc. Welcome back to my reaction channel. Before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know how appreciative I am and how excited I am that you guys are loving the content that I'm bringing on this channel. I think we went from like having, we went from like having 20K to like, almost damn near 200K. And I really do appreciate it, man. You guys don't understand. Yeah. So yeah, but I really do appreciate. You know why though? It has given me more time to myself. You know what I'm saying? Vlogging and everything is cool. I love vlogging, but what do you vlog when you just chilling and in the crib? Family time, or like just during this pandemic. What do you do? This is what really made me start the reaction channel. Like, how am I supposed to make money if I can't go outside and I can't go do things? Reaction channel. All I need is a computer and a mic and we ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. So today we reacted to facts that will make you say, I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's get right into it. Full screen mode, boom.
The internet is chock full of pictures, and if current trends continue, there will be 657 billion more of them 12 months from now. Most of them, however, are not worth the buffering time, but some of them are definitely worth taking a look at. Join me as we take a look at 20 images that will make you say, I had no idea. Number 20, Apple's headphones. Most earbuds have 2 or 3 holes, the big ones for the noise and the teeny tiny one for the microphone. Apple earbuds, on the other hand, look like the work of a Swiss cheese manufacturer. Don't be too quick to judge. Apple did not do this to save a few bucks. These extra holes actually reduce the pressure that builds up in run-of-the-mill headphones. By letting fresh air in and pressurized air out, these holes improve acoustics. So next time you get rickrolled, make the most of it with a pair of Apple's headphones.
The holes in the fucking Apple headphones,
it's
bro.
One of the first things you shove in a dusty folder and leave.
Yo, if you see me yawning, man, it's just because I'm tired, man. I haven't slept in like 4 days, yeah. I'm staying up till 4 in the morning with these reactions. And I haven't been posting only on the reaction channel. I've been posting on all channels. So go check out all the channels. Royal Family, ClarenceNyc TV. Go check out all of them. But I haven't been sleeping. I go to sleep at 4, wake up at 8, 9. Right back to it. Come right back down here. I've been grinding. But I'm going to show y'all why.
When there's a clock right on your home screen. But in your haste to declutter, you miss something pretty cool. Unlike other app icons that are stationary images, that little icon is actually a working timepiece.
I knew it.
Stare long enough, you'll start to see its hands move. Don't stare too long though. It's supposed to tell the time.
Telling niggas that like niggas ain't know that.
The USB logo. Easy to corrupt and one sharp tug away from snapping in two. Most people would not associate the USB with a god of unimaginable power, or, since water ruins them, the sea. But that's exactly where the icon came from. It is actually based on Poseidon's trident. The trident has triangles on all 3 prongs, but the icon has a circle and square on 2 of them. You ask, why the trident, and not some other pointy object? The alteration was made to give a sense of universality, and to signify all the different peripherals that could be attached using the standard. Number 17, the Dairy Queen lid. Why do cold things hate us so much? Poles get stuck to our tongues.
I never see Dairy Queen.
Like to watch us crack our skulls.
I think I had Dairy Queen like one
Dairy
time.
Queen sundaes turn our fingers into icicles. That's just the price you pay for ice cream though, right? Well, it doesn't have to be. You see that lid? It also doubles as an ice cream holder. Just pop off that DQ lid and slide it over the bottom of your sundae. Number 16, ketchup containers. What were the manufacturers thinking?
I like me some ketchup.
These cups are barely big enough to dip your fingers in.
I do.
Honestly,
I hate them things. Them little paper joints, I hate them. Like, I rather the plastic see-through ones, the little ones. I hate those little shits.
Hamburger. That's only because you've been
You could just
using
squish your ketchup right in your hand.
Cups are actually a piece of industrial origami.
We've been using it wrong.
Just grab the outer edge and tug to fan Pygmy cups into the miniature plates they were meant to.
Are you serious?
You are now a
Are you serious? I did not know that, bro. That's ham.
Master. Number 15, the
Those
power
shits is
button
little
shape.
cups.
Take a look at the power button on a nearby electronic device. Go ahead. I'll wait. You ever wonder why it looks like that? As long as it wasn't some alien device, the symbol you saw is a combination of the universal symbol for on, which is a line, and the universal symbol for off, which is a circle. Using these icons in place of on or off allowed electronic manufacturers to bypass language barriers. The Bluetooth logo, on the other hand, did not come from some boring handbook. Nope, it's actually the name of a Viking peacemaker king, Harold Bluetooth, written in Scandinavian runes. Hope that fact didn't ruin your day. Number 14, the direction of your fuel arrows. Have you ever pulled up at a gas station and realized that your gas cap is on the other side?
No, I've learned that.
Remember taking the walk.
The arrow tells you. I've learned this late in my life too.
As
Facts.
you flipped it into gear, you just knew your ancestors were shaking their head at you. But what if I told you there was a way to tell which side the gas tank is on without getting out of your car?
I've learned
Take a
this.
look at the gas gauge. Do you see that little icon on the dash?
Little
The
arrow.
one with a miniature
That
gas
means it's
pump?
on
Bet
your right
you didn't
side.
Notice that little arrow next to it. Next time you go to pull up at the pump, make sure it's pointing towards the gas pump. Number 13, pen cap holes. Kids will stick anything in their mouth if given the chance. That's why toy companies like to print those choking hazard labels on pretty much everything. So it may come as no surprise that before the hole was added to pen caps, pens caused over 100 choking deaths a year. That hole in the pen cap is so much more than a quirky design feature. It's a way to keep kids from choking on it, leaving just enough space for them to breathe through, should the cap get stuck in their throat.
That's
Number 12,
crazy.
airplane window holes.
Nice
Is
ham.
that hole proof of a gremlin at work? A potentially fatal oversight in the design of your jump?
Yo, I've seen that before and I've been dumb scared. Like, yo, is this shit about to crack, nigga? Like,
It's actually a pressure regulator. Known as breather holes, these tiny holes regulate the pressure passing between the window's outer and inner panes. By ensuring that the outer pane bears the most stress, these holes ensure you'll still be able to breathe in case of a window failure. They also keep the window from fogging up to ensure you get a magnificent view of the ground below. Number 11, Pygmy jean pockets. They aren't big enough for credit cards, lip balms, or Lilliputians.
yeah, what are those
Why
pockets
the heck
for?
do jeans have them? People have wondered what these little holes were.
I always
since the
put like
invention of
gum in there or
jeans.
something.
While many have speculated as to what that little pocket is for, the real reason has to do with 19th century cowboys. Back then, cowboys would string their watches on chains to keep them from falling into a cow pie or braining a grumpy rattlesnake. Tailors added this pocket to give those cowpokes a place to store their pocket watch. Number 10, Converse holes. A lot of people
But we don't have pocket watches anymore. So why you keep making the watch joints on there?
have fallen victim to wet feet, thanks to these holes. Who the heck thought it was a good idea to put them there? Converse, of course. Those holes actually improve ventilation and stop your feet from smelling like an artisanal mix of blue
Why does she
cheese
have her
and toe jam.
feet up there?
They also make it easy to bar lace your shoes. This special type of lacing ensures that those Chuck Taylor Converses don't end up flopping around like cheap rubber clown shoes. Just remember, the next time you go singing in the rain, these holes are not waterproof. Number 9, measuring tape edge. This one takes a keen eye to notice, but the serrated edge of measuring tape is there for a reason. No pencil handy? No problem. Just scratch the surface you're measuring with the jagged edge to mark your spot. That's just one secret of this multiple faceted tool.
Oh, that's
that little
him.
hole at the end can also be hooked over a nail, or to hold it in place when you're measuring.
That's
Number
him.
8, pot handle holes. While every Italian grandma could tell you what the holes in pot handles are for, you might not know. That hole is the perfect shape and size to
For a
hold the
spoon.
end of a spoon when
For a
you're
spoon.
not stirring with it. This helps keep pasta sauce and chili off your counter and makes cleaning up a lot easier. Or if you want to be boring, you could just use them to hang it up. Number 7, Tic Tac lids. Tic Tac has thought of everything. Not only are these little candies addicting, the container is also handy. Before seeing that picture, you likely played a game of candy roulette every time you opened a box of Tic Tacs. You shook the box and hoped to end up with 1 mint instead of 20. Number 6, the 57 on a bottle of Heinz.
That's crazy.
Heinz today makes more than 5,700 distinct products. So why does the bottle say 57? It all started in 1896 when founder H.J. Heinz stumbled upon an advertisement for 21 styles of shoes. After some debate, he came up with the slogan, 57 varieties, despite the fact that the company offered more than 60 products at the time. The lucky number has been there ever since. It's put in that specific location on the bottle for a reason as well. The 57 is placed on the bottleneck as the best spot to tap in order to get sauce out quicker and more efficiently. Number 5, takeout containers.
No one makes those. No one got those ketchup joints though.
It turns out that condiment cups are not the only origami containers out there.
Don't tell me these turns into a plate.
Cup, the typical Chinese takeout box also unfolds into a plate. Save yourself a few dishes, avoid the grease stains, and chow down. Number 4, airport.
Yo, I did not know that,
Every
man.
runway in the world has two.
That's ham.
Was exonerated.
I'm so tired, but that was so ham.
No wonder fact checkers.
2 numbers on it. But what the heck do they mean? They don't seem to follow any pattern. Well, it turns out that these numbers are what keep pilots from mixing up takeoff and landing runways. Each number matches a direction on the compass and sits somewhere between 1 and 36, and each number corresponds to a point on the compass between 1 and 360 degrees. Every runway number differs from the other by exactly 18 or 180 degrees. This makes it easy for pilots to decide which runway is made for landing. Number 3, reversed military flags. We Americans are real sticklers when it comes to our flag. We have dozens, if not hundreds of rules about how to use it, fly it, and retire it. For example, it's the only flag that does not tip towards the head of state of the host country at the Olympics. It must always face forward, which means the stars sit on the left when it's flown on a flagpole. But on military uniforms, it's flipped. The stars are on the right. The reason why is simple. The flag cannot be in retreat when the soldier marches forward. Just another sign that America takes that flag very seriously. Number 2, fire cast no shadow. Take a look at this picture. Do you notice something missing? That's right, there's no shadow. And no, that's not Peter Pan's candle. You also won't be able to sew one on with thread or rub it on with a bar of soap. To understand why, you need to know 2 things. 1, shadows are the result of light being blocked by an object. And 2, a flame is nothing more than a gaseous chemical reaction. Since light can pass through a flame unaltered and the flame itself projecting light onto the wall, there's usually no way for it to cast a shadow. Number 1, maple syrup handles. Have you ever held a bottle of 100% real maple syrup?
I'm really confused, man.
Smuggle one across the Canadian border? If you have, you've likely noticed those tiny little teacup handles. It might be large enough to fit your pinky through, but it's not exactly made for pouring. Where did it come from though? And why is it there? This tiny handle hails from the days when maple syrup was packaged in a 5-gallon jug. As the bottles shrank, so did the handles. But in order to keep some of that old world charm, the handles never disappeared entirely. Which one surprised you the most? Do you have any photos to share that left you shaking?
Man, comment which one you guys thought you was surprised the most. The ketchup joint got me, Mo. Next time I go to Five Guys, I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? Next time I go to a place that got the paper jugs, I'm doing that. I'm getting like 3 of them, and I'm putting them all over. I can mix it and all that. Them things is mad small, so I hated those things. But I guess everything has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you smash that like button, guys. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure your bell notifications is on too, so you guys don't miss a upload from me. You know what I'm saying? But stay tuned. I'll be back. Yaddy.